Holy snapping duck shit.
My good mate from Bump and Run Booker joins us.
I'm excited for another great show tonight. Give it the hoot now.
Hey everyone, welcome on to Trackside with Kokpit, brought to you by Vasey Engineering and Supplies Limited, also Technical Welding Services. Kinser Books is back once again to hopefully entertain you for another Wednesday. Bit of a pinch and a punch earlier on today for the first of the month. That means we get closer to the hot dogs, the smell of the fuel, the taste of the dirt as you look for the Speedway season. I see in a couple of weeks, a couple of tracks will be starting, but the excitement builds up. Richard Trudy, how are you? Wayne Otten, steak, eggs, chips, and Kokpit on a Wednesday night. Can't complain with that. Blake Fraser, Scott Honeybone, good evening. Ian Wilson, love the look of the new Wilson race car as well. We'll talk a bit about that. But Books, how are you, mate?
Oh, I'm not too bad, mate. You know, it's I've been a very quiet week, actually, to be perfectly honest with you. But yeah, it's just starting to get a bit of a sprinkle here. But I understand it's cold and that everywhere else. But I see the Facebook's starting to come alive a bit more. Or the social medias, I suppose. I don't know what the other social medias do because I don't know how to use those. But seem to be coming alive with Speedway, mate, as it gets closer and closer to that exciting start. You know, like, man, it's so cool. I'm excited as for the start of a season, to be honest now, and a few things I've got going on myself this season, which I'm quite excited to do as well. So, but yeah, mate, it's things are happening out there, aren't they? I mean, shit.
Oh, it's all go. You know, I took a look at the photos from the Woodford Glen and all the practice down there as well. And you see the new cars coming out. You see the old cars that have been purchased by new drivers who are jumping behind the wheel as well. Like you say, it's a hyper activity with the build up to some of the events, also the release all over social media, some of the new cars, new liveries. I understand the Glen Eagles are making an announcement tonight. So I don't know what that is in particular. But
you didn't see if that had been made yet or not?
No, nothing. I've been on their Facebook page.
7A.
Yeah, it's supposed to be around 7-ish. But other than that, yeah, like you say, Books, there's a bit of hype around the season. Championship dates are being released, obviously, and everyone's excited. There's a fair few meetings going on at the tracks. Everyone's getting prepared for what will be an exciting season. How it will affect racing? I'm not too sure, but we'll be positive that we get over the wet weather that kind of barred the start, especially for Wellington last year, mate. Let's hope we have a positive start for those tracks in a couple of weeks, majority around the Labour weekend, and we're pretty well all go.
Yeah, I think the weather won't be the problem. I think the biggest problem this season will be people's dollars, to be honest, to go to Speedway or even to race. I think that's going to be a big factor in our season this season, but I'm sure that we will all penny pinch and not buy that pie or that box of piss so we can go put our backside trackside and support a track, you know. But I just quickly, Kins, you know, as people know, we're very strong and very opinionated when it comes to bullies and the way bullies act and what happens. And last season we ran our campaign, and a few supported that campaign by buying the shirts, which I believe is still available if you want to purchase a anti-bullying shirt in support of it all. But as you know, I don't see a lot on Facebook, mate, but for some reason this one post popped up the other day, and I rang you and talked to you about it, and it upset me a bit and got me probably a little bit angry, to be honest, because it was a post by Lisa Payne, and she obviously has a young one that drives out of Huntley, 85H. I think I got this right, Kinsey corrected me, Cole.
Yes, correct.
And she put a post up about him getting bullied, and she's taken screenshots of these people and all the rest of it. Look, if you're watching our show and you're one of those people that thinks it's funny to bully other kids, and if I don't know if it's in the same class, Kins, that they're doing it, but I hope that you need to realise one special thing is, as a member and having a licence with Speedway New Zealand, there are rules against you doing that. and there are consequences for your actions in doing that. So I hope if you're watching Lisa, or if someone knows Lisa watching, that if she's got screenshots of other drivers attacking him and doing this abuse, then she should forward that to Speedway New Zealand, because I'm pretty sure they will act on it, and there will be consequences. One thing to realise, people that are bullies, we know you're not the stupidest people in the world, but I suppose you should hope that person doesn't die, because then you would be. You just got to stop it. It's not acceptable to pick on someone. Stop and think about how would you feel if all those people that are picking on that person turned around and started attacking you and doing the same thing. How would that make you feel? Because that's exactly how you're making that person feel when you attack them. And it's just not good enough. Kins, I get worked up about it. And we've got to stop it. And we've got to support these young drivers that are coming through, not pick on them. Okay, they might be different to you. They might do different things that you don't like. That's got nothing to do with you. They're their own person. Everyone's got to be their own person and do what they want to do in life. And if you're going to pick on them and bully them for it, then shame on you. And I hope you get what's coming to you. And if you're a driver, and Lisa, if you've got that, forward that stuff on and report those other kids or drivers that are doing this to him, if it is, to Speedway New Zealand. And I know that they don't find that acceptable as well. So this season we're going to continue on this path of sticking up for the little guy and against bullying, Kins. It's not good enough, is it, mate?
Oh, definitely, because we've always spoken about the youth drivers, doesn't matter what class they drive, they're the future of the sport. And if you don't have that in the support of their parents, their own sponsors, their families that are around them, you pretty well got nothing. And to do that to an individual at any given time, that stays with that young person. That's the sad part. It stays within them. For you that sit behind the keyboard, and we call you keyboard warriors, and you type away, you can walk away, go down the road and buy your McDonald's, have something to eat, think you've done the best thing in the world. But what you've actually done is personally harmed an individual that's going to sit with them for some time. It's not a good look, mate. And I'm like you, we're both the same. We did a big campaign on this last year. Get a hold of SNZ. So just wanted to share that little thought before we got right into the show of catching up with Marcus.
And I've got moved on, Kins, a little bit, and it's now for the fun and positive. It's the only time we sort of get a bit down on our shows when we have to make a statement about this stuff, and I wish we didn't have to, but if we all stayed silent, then it continues to happen without consequences. So yeah, and if you see it, just another note, Kins, if people see it out there, say something. Say to the person, hey, look, that's not right, you shouldn't be doing that, because that's all it takes for someone to say to someone, hey, mate, that's not good. You don't have to say, hey, you dick, rah, rah, rah. You just say, hey, look, that's not cricket. That's not good, Just don't do it,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
That's simple. And if we all say something, then that person stops and thinks for a minute and goes, okay, let's engage the brain before I open my shit mixer, and say something positive instead of negative.
I'm old school, mate, like you. We're like the face-to-face stuff. You know, if you want to say it to the face, and then 9 times out of 10, they most probably bloody don't. G'day, y'all. How are you, Loz? Aaron Lewis, how you going, mate? Not long to the season. Whoop, whoop. Calling us gorgeous humans out there. Byron Brown, mate, I'll call in a Tokoro sometime and surprise you at New World. Mike Harvey, looking forward to catching up Labour weekend over there and watching the trucks and the cars, Mike. I can't wait to be part of that. I need dirt in my lungs from the Garage 16. Evening to everyone. Stefan. Oh, Stiffy's watching, mate. How you going, Stiffy? How's everything down in Nelson there, Darren? Excited for the season. Daniel Petrie, Caleb Ashton. Looking forward to catch up the Ashtons now. As you're seeing with the update on their Facebook page, they will be having an M on the car. Scott Honeybone, NZRC is coming up in the Bay of Plenty. Oh, we might see you up here, Scott Honeybone. I might pop along to that. Aaron Ferguson, Jackie Miller. Yeah, you're right there. Sticky. Effing bullies, eh? All right, we better bring in what's happening at Waharoa Speedway. Cool little track. Hidden in the back there between on your way through to Matamata. Marcus is with us. Hey, Marcus. Welcome to the show.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Good, mate. How are you?
Not bad, not bad.
Hey, get a nice little haircut going on for tonight.
Yep. Went into the makeup room before.
That's all I know. Oh, that's all good, mate. Hey, what's been happening in the off season? There's been a fair bit of work taking place out of Little Waharoa Speedway.
Yeah, there definitely has. We pretty much kicked off the end of the season with the water truck going away. that went over to TWS, and those guys have done a fantastic job of rebuilding it, putting a new tank on it for us, replumbing it. Those guys are unreal, for what they've done for us. So that was the first project we kicked off with. Then we went into a fair bit of concrete work at the track. So we've now got a new concrete chute running up onto the track. So that'll hopefully stop a bit of the metal and that from the pits getting out onto the racing surface, which will be quite a good thing. Also, a few of us off the committee, we've spent quite a bit of time building a brand new lap scoring box, which we started partway through last season. So that's all now finished, and that's up in its final resting place, and all set up, ready to go. So that's looking really, really sharp. So there was that. We've literally just finished building a first aid room in the barn. Again, so many people have helped with that, but a big thanks goes out to, Graham from GDK Concrete, Grant from GMS Electrical. Those guys are just, they don't stop. They just keep on going and going and going.
Man, old Flapper, he just doesn't stop giving to a lot of people, doesn't he, that guy? What a great man and human he is.
Yeah, he's incredible, and he only finished the first aid room last week, and he's already on me, and we're about to start the referee's box, and we're going to declad that and reline it and reglass it and have that all up and going for opening meetings. So, yeah. No,
for those that don't know
awesome.
who I mean by Flapper, that's GDK Concrete, Graham Pegg, yeah.
Obviously, another big thing we've been doing is the MyLaps. So, obviously, we ran MyLaps partway through last season. Had a few technical issues, power stuff and bits and pieces, but we've got onto the Matthew Banks, so who's been obviously doing all the MyLap stuff for SNZ and that, and we've had him out to the track last Wednesday, and we've got it all set up, and we're just doing a little bit of training on it now. So come opening meeting, we'll be kicking off with MyLaps, which is going to save us so much time, so much time.
Yeah. And like you said, Marcus, there's a lot going on in the off season with the work with the redevelopment around the track and making sure it's going to meet up to the standards that you're getting ready to open up soon. But I want to go back and acknowledge yourself and many others. This work just doesn't happen like that. There's a group of people that are committed to your club. There's a whole lot of people that come out there. I know you got a weekend bee coming up this weekend, weather permitting, though. Just keep an eye on the Facebook page around that. But, there's all those people who turn up race weekends and off season to help do what they need to do to make sure the facility's happy for everyone to enjoy the race. There's a lot of people that's involved behind the scenes.
Oh, correct. 100%. The committee out at Waharoa, those, the whole lot of them are outstanding. They've all got little jobs and they all do so much to make, this track what it is today. Same as the competitors, we've already done four working bees this, in the last 4 weeks, and there's so many families that turn up every weekend, in and out, rain, hail, shine. That's been the only problem with our working bees. Just about every weekend it's rained, but these families still turn up and they get wet and the kids are running around playing in the mud, but everyone's getting stuff done. We've had new fences go up. We've had all sorts of stuff. The place does look a lot different. So, time will tell.
All right, mate. For some people out there, and Booker come along to be part of the track a couple of seasons ago. We did a bit of a live stream out there because I jumped in a mini start. But what Booker enjoyed, mate, he fell in love with the place. Just the kids there cruising around, emptying the rubbish, picking up the rubbish. It was like, talk about it, Booker, because you love the track.
I just like that. I mean, I'm old school when it comes to stuff like that, Marcus, and to see the young fella with his mullet driving around with the ute and the rest of them on the back picking up the bins, and there's no one there saying, "Oh, you can't do that. You're too dangerous," because it's not dangerous. Obviously, that kid's driven on farms or whatever, done everything, and I just thought it was so cool. And then I look up the top there, and there's this guy and his bloody flashed out tractor sitting there. then you hear it leave halfway or 3/4 of the way through the meeting. It's just this and down the road, mate. It was just so freaking cool. It was awesome, you know. And yeah, that was my first visit. And the thing that got me the most, I think, is that I've travelled through that town. I don't know how many bloody times over the years, and never realised it was there until I got invited to go that weekend. And yeah, I'm hanging out. And I went back there actually for the and did some lives out there when the Brits did a practice last season before the 2240s. And that day, and that was another cool day out there with them. And I just like that grassroots. But it's grassroots, but you still have, you know, there's still procedures and rules and safety and everything on the track that's still there. Okay, it might not be SNZ sanctioned track or anything like that, but I don't think you'd ever want to be, because I think it would take away from what it is, if you know what I mean. Like, no disrespect to Speedway New Zealand or anything like that. I just think that track is great how it is. You know, I love it. It's just, yeah. And you go there and you just, it's cool, man. You know, I really do enjoy it. And if anybody's around that area and they've never been, Waikato, or they're coming back from Auckland or something, and Waharoa is running on a Sunday, man, stop in and just enjoy. It's easy to turn right off the main road over the railway tracks, you know, and you're there up on the right hand side. It's easy to miss the gate though. I did. But that's because I didn't know what to expect. So if you look for something not to expect, that's where you're going. But it's very, very cool. But yeah, just a very good place. But I did like the fact that there was you still had to have your ducks in a row with safety and all that stuff. So I still appreciate that side of it as well, because we've got to have some sort of, you know, of that to make everything work properly. But what you guys do out there and the way everybody pitches in and helps is just freaking awesome. Yeah,
no, it is pretty good. And like you say, you know, the health and safety side of things is, you know, we all know what that's like now. And we've all got to have our, you know, our I's dotted and our T's crossed, and you know, because if things go wrong, it goes wrong real fast. So I think, yeah, you know, we're heading in the right direction. You know, CTRA is awesome. But yeah, health and safety is definitely a big thing now. So we are pretty strong on that. So, and we follow that pretty hard. So yeah.
Well, you have to be, don't you? I mean, you don't ever want to see anybody get hurt. And you want everyone to come out, enjoy themselves and go home, you know, go racing on a weekend, go to work on a Monday, you know, or if it's a child goes to school on a Monday, although he'd probably rather get hurt than go to school. But, you know, want to go back and race for a race car. Who wants to go to school and learn?
Yeah.
You're right, Books, you know, and pretty well he just about sold the track basically for you, Marcus, just with the passion that he had. You know, you didn't have to pay him to do all that stuff, mate. He pretty well did it, and that just shows the passion that he had when he came out to be part of your little facility. It's a great little place. Go along and check it out and support them, because like we discussed, there's green sheet practice and obviously a bit of a working bee. Starts nice and early, 8:30. They will carry on to the following weekend. I think it is 11th of October. But you're all ready to go Labour weekend, mate, with a 2-day meeting.
Yep. So we've decided this year that we'll kick off with a 2-dayer right off the bat. But we're opening it with a ladies and a girls weekend. You know, unfortunately, we didn't get to do the ladies stock car challenge at the end of last season. We just ran out of time, and we obviously with the weather. We had a lot of championships to try and get through in the last 4 meetings, and unfortunately we had to push this one out. So it was like, this one's the first on the cards, and we decided we'll make it over 2 days, so points over both days, and make it a big one, and incorporate, you know, the girls mini stock challenge and all that as well. So it's going to be a pretty big weekend, you know, with all the other mini stocks and bits and pieces going on. We've got saloon cars, I think, on the first day, and then possibly TQs on the second day. Yep. So, yeah, it should be good. Should be really good.
Moving on through to November, best pairs. That's a bit of mini stock, adult drivers, all sorts going on there. Full class right through the C's, stock cars, super saloons, all sorts going on the 9th for the best pairs.
Yep. Yeah, that'll be another good one, and that was sort of to you know, incorporate the kids with the seniors as well, and sort of bring that in a little bit and get that, you know, whether it's driver training or whatever with their seniors, and they can, talk about how they do things between the young and the older, work something out between them. But I think that'll be quite cool, something different as well.
Moving towards the end of November 23rd, the Junior Dirt Devils.
Yep. So that weekend we've got the Lesbia quarter midget champs, and we've got the side chairs with the solos. We've got the super saloons there as well, plus our mini stocks, our stock cars, and we've actually got go-karts coming on that weekend as well, hopefully. So that's something pretty cool as well, to have the little carts running around our track. We gave them they had a skid end of last season, and they absolutely loved it. So we thought we'd give it a go again and get them in a bit more.
I reckon Brad Lane will be there, Books. Him and
mate,
Paul
yeah,
maybe.
If he's going to race something on a bit of dirt, he'll be there.
He'll be there for sure.
Yeah.
He'll be there later on in the year as well. We move on through to the month of December. You got Gladiators on dirt. This is the first, what is it, the CTRA NZ Stock Car Champs?
Yep. So that's our first sort of massive title for the season. It's going to be a big one, obviously. So we're all gearing up for that at the moment. And obviously we've got all our mini stocks and all that with us as well, and saloon cars. So, and potentially we've got the super stocks there on that day as well. So it's something a bit different again.
All right. Then you wrap it up for this year before the new year rolls around, dare I say it. Champions Day with all sorts of champs going on in classes.
Yeah, correct. So we've got the adult mini stock champs, and we've got the A club champs. So that'll be another good day's worth of racing as well.
All right, roll on to 26, dare I say. Terry Smith, Fireball, happy anniversary to you today, mate. What else we got here? Darren, Brian Letwood. Hello, Marcus. How are you going? Connor Auckland watching at the moment. We got round 2 of the Endurance South Islands coming up. Wayne Alton, we need to get you back at Waharoa in the stock car this time, Kins. Oh, I shouldn't have bloody said that. What bloody happened, mate? I'll do it, though. You know me. I won't say no. I'll
We'll
do it.
someone out there to give you a tip over.
Yeah. It'd be bloody young Byron or his dad will do it to me. Hadley Dixon, how you going? Kinsey in the stock car. Yeah, that'll be on. You're right, Stiffy, yeah. Next it'll be a super stock. Yeah, hard out. Mason Taylor, Aiden Tid. Who's this legend looking like? Hey, your dad, eh? You know Mason Taylor, mate?
No.
We must be mates with Aiden, eh? The team at Waharoa are incredible. Team Dotty. So there you go. Heaps of comments coming on through. Into the new year, where do we start? Summer Spectacular, pretty well straight after New Year's.
Yep. So we pretty much hit off on the Friday, the 2nd of January, and we've got our the New Zealand CTRA Youth Mini Stock Champs. So that's going to be massive. It's always a big thing. So that'll be quite good. But that's just over the first day.
Yep.
And then we roll through to the second day, where we've got the CTRA North Island Adult Mini Stock Champs. Then
you roll through to 18th January, the Future Star Showdown. So that'll wrap up that month for 2026. So again, CTRA North Island Quarter Midget Champs.
Yep. So that'll be quite cool. Have those guys there showing all the adults how it's done. They're quite cool, those young kids. They do. All right.
February, we'll see the start of Feb, Frank Miller Memorial Day. So that's quite a big one. You've got a couple of vintage stock cars popping out there. I'm guessing going to see old Flaps out there in the old 4P?
Yep. We should have quite a few vintage stock cars on that day. That is going to be a big day. In honor of Frank. So yeah, it'll be good. Be a really good day.
Remember that name, Books, Frank Miller, back in the day? Yeah, classic. Wings and Nuts Extravaganza will see out the month of Feb. Again, another sidecar GP. That's a CTRA plus other racing, getting go-karts back there again as well. So that'll be another big one.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. The sidecars, we gave that a go at the end of last season. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Those guys loved the track. And they all wanted to come back. So it was like, okay, So we've managed to secure the GP for them for this year, and there's something even better for next season, but we'll leave that for another day.
All right.
But, there's something pretty cool for the side chairs for next year out at the track.
And please don't put a
that'd be
comment.
cool.
It will be cool. Eh? We love the side.
Oh yeah,
Watching
I
them,
love
eh?
the cars. Yeah, yeah. I'm showing. I've got less interest this year in super stocks and stock cars for some reason, and really got an interest in open wheel stuff at the moment. So, and stuff like bikes, and it's back to what I used to really love. So, it's cool to hear that you're gonna do, because they're limited to where they can go, aren't they? Did they approach you for that, Marcus, or was that something you tried to get there, sidecars?
It was a bit of both. Dan Hickman out of Matamata, we'd had a discussion about it, and we thought, for last season, obviously, give it a bit of a crack and have a bit of a showdown for them, get them out, see if they liked it and all the rest of it. Unfortunately, the first one we tried to do, it rained out, of course. So that put the brakes on everything. But we got it in the second time, and everyone loved it. The comments we got afterwards was incredible. Spectators, the competitors, the whole lot. So it was like we need to do a bit more of this stuff.
I think your track would be quite good actually for sidecars, to be honest. There's a little bit of a bank there, and very cool.
So no, very, very good, very good.
All right, moving through to March, you got the Steel and Pedal Day again, another NZ Adult Mini Stock Champs, the Super Stock Challenge as well. So that's going to be another biggie early March.
Yep, definitely. That's the Super Stock Challenge. That's all in the, all being sorted out at the moment. We won't say too much about that at the moment. We'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
But there's going to be some pretty cool things on that day. So that'll be really good.
Awesome.
We're going to see some awesome guys out there.
Okay, cool. Look forward to that again. Another CTRA NZ. This time, though, it's the Super Saloon Champs, the Fast and the Fearless Day on the 22nd of March.
Yep. So again, last season we brought those guys out at the end of the season to have a bit of a go and see what they thought. And again, same thing. They absolutely loved it. Mike Wilson and Wayne and a few other guys, had an awesome time. Cool. The crowd loved it. We loved it. Get them back. Run them as much as we can.
Yeah, it's cool, eh? It's cool that they're having that there as well. Moving through to April, we've got Spin and Win Day. Tell us more about that. There's a few championships going on there. What does that mean? Is that like a little tap, spin them around and you may win on the day? Is that what the purpose of that is?
Which date's this one?
The 5th of April.
Oh, the Smash and Grab Day.
Yeah.
So we got the Stock Car Club champs and that.
Okay.
But, at the end of the day, we're still only tap and spin, and it's, it's not full on SMZ, take them out. But there's a few things to come from that as well. So.
All right. I'm excited for this as well because you got the open wheel onslaught, which I've seen the posters sticking around. You've got modifieds, you've got midgets and all sorts of stuff coming in. And that's going to be a big day, mate.
That is going to be a very big day. Probably be a little bit like the side chair day. The heart just doesn't stop all day. There's a lot of action with those guys. So no, I think it'll be good. If we can get a few sprint cars in there and get a few mods and that, I think it'll be an awesome day.
Is that the one we're talking about off air, kids?
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one, mate. Yeah, that's on. Might twist you around to come up and set up a camera and might do a live or something. Do a live, yeah.
It'll be pretty budget though. There's nothing that what the pits can do, I tell you.
Nah. give it a bit of promotion for them, mate, for their little track.
Little clubs,
yeah, exactly.
Can I just ask a question, Marcus? As I'm not 100% sure on this, and there's probably a lot of people watching as well that CTRA. So what is the CTRA? So
that's Circle Track Racing Association. Yeah, Racing Association. So obviously they're like, SNZ sort of in a way, but they help us out with everything that we need and put us through the right channels and make sure we're doing the right thing as well. So, yeah.
There's a few of those little tracks around the countryside as well.
A lot of people, I always knew it was a different track, but I didn't know what it meant. And so for other people, I'm sure there's people out there watching like me that don't understand that as well. So I thought I'd ask that question. And so they sort of help you with guidelines and keep you guys to do things right as well. Is that how it works? Similar to what SNZ do to the big tracks?
Yeah, 100%. It's just they're our governing, governing body, and we sort of if we're a part of them, we all work together and do the thing. There's a few tracks out there that are, I guess you might call outlaw or black tracks, where they just do their own thing, and that's great. But we go well with CTRA, and they look after us, and we look after them.
Awesome.
It works well for everyone.
That's the main thing. That's what you want at the end of the day, and it wraps up your season 3rd of May. It's win it or bin it day. Got a fair bit going on that one as well.
Yeah, so that's always our stock car teams day. We always try and leave that till the end, because no matter how much you tell them to keep off the tyre wall, they'll always end up going in the tyre wall and blowing the tyres over into the paddock, 20 metres away. So we leave that till the last. But that's another big day, and that's pretty cool to watch as well.
Awesome, mate. Any other words you want to mention, mate? Anything else you want to talk about your cool little track?
Oh, I think we've pretty much covered it all. I really just, I just want to say a massive thanks to, the whole entire committee at the track, all our competitors, and all our sponsors. We've got so many guys that help us out, through the season, throughout the off season. Without those people, it makes it very hard to do this sort of thing. Times are tough out there, and I can't thank our sponsors enough.
Awesome.
So I really appreciate everything that all those people are doing to help us.
Awesome, mate. If you want to find out more, Waharoa Speedway, give them a follow or like on the good old Facebook. Gives you everything up to date. A lot of people would have known it back in the day. Rangeview back in the day. The Rangeview Rattlesnakes is one of the teams that had out there for teens racing. Bumper and run shuttle. Did all the photos. Shared some good photos. Mark Goodman there as well. Placed a chiller under the Carmines. Jerry Linklater. Jerry, mate, how are you? Good to have you on the show watching. 3 paddocks full of cars. That's some of the meetings. Wayne Norton, Jaden Anderson. Evening to you, Maru Goodley. Hope things are going well.
He turned up late. He needs to have he needs a written note from his mum for that, I think.
Oh, no good turning up late. Am I right in saying go-karts are making? Yeah, you're right there, Mike. Go-karts are going to be out there. We'll have to go out together and enjoy that, mate. Gareth Lane up the Rattlesnakes. What do we got here? The Pits TV. How you going, Jason, the wonderful team? Yep, 14H, Frank Miller back in the day. You're correct. Might have been 14 now, who knows? Modifieds are coming. Oh, no doubt Brad Lane will be there. He loves racing. He'll be there. Trying to get an outside line, knowing him. The gentle giant, right? 492 was actually... with the GOAT, Emerson at the moment there, Darren, from what I see, the Super Saloon. Big H, is all Big H watching books.
He needs to come visit me.
Hey, him and his Farnux.
I got room in my car park for his truck.
Daniel Peachy, you should jump in a stock car and do a teens race, Kins.
Oh.
Pun it, mate. Don't say it, because I'll do it. I'm dumb enough to do that dumb stuff. Westport, Ellesmere, Ashburton, Oxford, all CTR tracks. You still got that cough? Yeah, I still got that cough, mate. I still got that bloody cough. Man flu. You know how it is, how men suffer with man flu. Marcus, thank you for joining our show tonight. To you and your wonderful team out there. Hope it all goes well. And no doubt I'll catch up with you in a few weeks' time out at the track.
Awesome, mate. Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Cheers, Marcus.
Cheers, Marcus.
See ya.
See ya. Thank you. There we go. Even got doled up before we come on to the show. And
like you, every week you go for a haircut and a clean up.
Yeah, mate.
Not like me, just scruffy bastard.
No, it was good to see. Good to have these tracks join us as well. I got a lot of time for that place out there, and I know you enjoyed your time, and we may have to try and get you back up here for one of the events and see what we can do there as well. We're going to carry on through the show. It's just clicked over 8 o'clock, and we all know, Books knows he loves them because he's always driving out on the tank. But
he's all right, I suppose. But
he's all right. Look at him. He's just sitting there yakking away. He's not. Oh, yeah, mate.
With his hands. You're on live now, horse.
Yeah, mate.
You get it? All right. Oh,
you there?
Yeah,
we're there.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I got. Yeah.
Oh, look, there we go.
What's been happening? What's been going on in your little world? Busy fixing up your roof after the storm?
Hang on, mate. Get this camera right. Can you guys see me? Or?
Yeah,
it's
you see ya.
perfect.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that storm was pretty harsh. All right. Yeah, I blew some tiles off my roof, so
Oh,
we'd get up and fix them. But we didn't realise that the tiles were gone until it rained the next day. So, but anyway, it was good.
What's been going on with you in the off season? Got a new car, obviously, but been busy with work and everything.
Yeah, work's crazy. We've been sort of tapped out for a couple of years now. Working from Auckland down Tokoroa way. We're sort of all over the place. So yeah, pretty lucky because some people are pretty quiet, but yeah, we're flat out. We're flat out right through till probably this time next year.
Yeah, but you've had a bit of time. I know you went up to the All Blacks at Eden Park with the girls, had some fun, but you've got around and watched a fair bit of rugby, local and around the region.
Yeah. So we follow obviously same again. We're following Torben around with the United Valley under 21s, and then yeah, we managed to get up to the All Blacks last weekend, which was that was pretty awesome atmosphere. And yeah, good they got the win because they was a bit disappointed the week before. But yeah, so just a bit of rugby and bit of work and a bit of stock cars. Yeah.
All right.
a bit of everything, hey. So what was how did you come to the decision to switch out of the tank over to the Spank or the Reeds car?
Well, so like last season, I was sort of I've been getting a bit stale on Speedway, to be honest, and I was actually contemplating chucking it all in the end of last season. During the season, I was just sort of getting a bit tired of it, and yeah, so I was actually contemplating giving it up for a bit there, and then when my motor let go down in Gizzy, I obviously blew my motor up, and then Wayne said to me, "Oh, do you want to just race my car at Bay Park next weekend?" So I ended up jumping in it, and then Wayne was flat out doing other stuff, and he just kept offering it to me. And I ended up doing in the end, I think I done 4 meetings in the end, and yeah, we went real well, and I got 3 podiums, and sort of revitalised my whole team a bit. It was just something new, something, and I mean, as everybody knows, they're the fastest cars around at the moment, eh? Those Rees with the Hartley 56, you know. So yeah, it was quite good because it revitalised it myself. I sort of got keen into it again, and all my team were keen, and then yeah, we just at the end of the season, Pollux or Wayne decided he was going to put his car up for sale, and because he was going to get a new one, and yeah, the offer was sort of made to me to see if I wanted to buy it. And at the start, I mean, obviously it's a bit of money, but at the start it was like, oh, no, that's out of my league. You know, I was just sort of contemplating getting out, not sort of spending that sort of money, and went back and forth, and sort of decided, yeah. And then Adele said to me one day, just buy the bloody thing. I don't think there's probably not many wives out here that say that. So I and yeah, we ended up sitting down with Thomas and Wayne and coming up with a deal that was definitely my side of the deal. So they've looked after me a lot to get in that car, and also with the help of Pete Rees as well. Pete was pretty keen to see me get in there, and then I mean, obviously, if it wasn't for what Wayne and Thomas sort of sorted out the deal for me, I wouldn't have been in there. So I owe it all to those 3 guys, really.
Right.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to a new season and bit revitalised and something new, eh?
Yeah. Well, you talk of something new, and I know Booker dearly loves watching you in the tank. He enjoys watching you in the tank, and there was one part there, Miyani, if we could get him in there, we didn't know if we would get him out at the New Zealand chance, to be honest with you.
Too fat, old, broken.
But will the tank pop out at any time just for a race here or there, or?
Yeah, well, obviously, my plan is to get it all up and going again and run it a few times in the season. I definitely want to have it at my old man's memorial meeting at the park. So yeah, it'll definitely be going. Yeah, so I mean, it's I mean, yeah, it was starting to get left behind, and it was it's an older car, and it needed some horsepower and stuff. But I was sort of, like I say, I was at the stage of my career where it was like you either spend a heap of money and try and race with the boys, or you just see it out. And I was sort of just seeing it out, really.
Yeah.
It's still a good car, but it's the way I like to explain to people is if I can get a good start and I can get away and I can stick with the front pack, I'm okay. But if you get pushed wide or you get tangled up, you just got no show getting back to the pack. So, yeah, hopefully this year we'll be doing the pushing around. Hopefully,
we can always remember Gizzy in the tank at that North Island Zoe because it was hauling that weekend, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, it was. It goes real good down at Gizzy. But they say they always say they go before they blow, and it did that night. So
yeah.
But no, it's this shit happens. I mean, I can't even remember when I last lost engines. So I wasn't too disheartened about it. I was just like, oh well, we'll fix her up, and the opportunity just never really came to fix it because I was handed the keys to Wayne's car, and it kind of just got pushed aside, and yeah, that was with them.
So there's no intention of selling the old girl though, just holding on to her.
No, I'll never sell it, mate. I'll never ever sell it. I'll just keep it in the shed, and then I'll just at this stage I'm just going to do a couple of good seasons in this Reese car, and then I'll probably cash out then and sell up, and I just want to do 2 good seasons, and then we'll probably sell up and get out and do something different then, but I just want to go out on a bit of a high.
Yeah.
I'm just fortunate enough that I sort of helped into the deal, and with working that, we were sort of financially we could do it. So I'm just it all just aligned really. Yeah.
Awesome. Michael Esham or not, busy watching. Looking forward to seeing this young boy in his new looking car and getting out there in the new class. So, like Mike says, our Waihi man, enjoying that. Emily Putt, some lovely words around the Waharoa track as well, and the track surface, the committee, bring on 2020, 25, 26 season. And thanks, Emily, for helping out Marcus to get connected to join us tonight. You still got your bus?
No, I've still got it, but yeah, it's for sale. I've actually gone back to a trailer. I'm going back to a trailer and just trying to mellow things out a bit, get things a bit easier. And the bus, I was getting a bit tired of driving that old girl around the countryside. So it's for sale, yeah. So I've still got it at the moment, but hopefully I can shuffle it on before the season starts. And yeah,
awesome. What else you got here?
So you're going to do? You're planning to do all the big championship meetings this season with the new car?
Yeah, so I'm going to attack the season a bit different. We're obviously going to do the championship meetings, but because I'm just on a bit of a 2-year plan, I actually want to go get around a bit more to some of the bigger tracks. Like I definitely want to get down to Gisborne a few times. I'm hoping to go down there on the 1st of November. Plus, I want to go to Palmy, and I want to get down to Wellington and Hawke's Bay. I want to try and get around and start racing some of those other tracks. I've sort of raced all around Rotorua, Huntly, Auckland all my career. I just want to go and try and do some different stuff. And
I think opening at Miani would be a great idea.
That's my plan.
I've got plenty of room here for you to park up, mate.
Yeah. But I've still got to work too, so we'll just see how it all pans out,
Yeah. Hey, Robbie, maybe. How you going there, Robbie? What do we got here? I see Emily would put this in their books. I hear Waharoa is the only flag lady in the country.
Oh,
yeah. There you go. Yeah, that's it, by the way, yeah.
Well, I was just thinking too, as I stopped talking there, mate, that, Labour weekend, the Friday is Miani, but you can kill 2 birds in the round trip with that, because Palmy's the next day.
And what about Wanganui? Are they on the Sunday?
Wanganui's on the Sunday.
So
yeah,
3 tracks.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday racing, and then head home on the Monday.
Labor Day Monday.
Yeah, I think I'll start off my first weekend pretty quiet. I think
older fellas, eh?
I was actually originally last week. I was contemplating going down to Nelson for their opening night.
Oh wow!
I was thinking about doing that, but that's kind of fading a little bit now. And now I'm kind of thinking about going to Wanganui's opening night on the 18th. But yeah, it just depends on how, because we're obviously ready to go now. I picked it up from the sign riders today, so we're ready to go. So I'll just see how it goes. I'll probably just be Bay Park's opening, I think.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Are you going to go to the GP horse? You're going to go to Stratford?
Oh, I'm going to try and do all of them. Yeah, the
Yeah.
North. Yeah, try and do the whole lot. And I'll definitely going to Wellington. We booked in for the ACOM down there and 240s and all that. Yeah, so spent the money. I've got the weapon. I might as well, eh?
Yeah, might as well. There you go,
Well,
Richard
yeah.
and Trudy. There you go.
And I was just thinking too, mate, like you say, you do your 2 years and that, have a break, and if you've still got the tank, it won't be long before that can go out in the classics anyway, and you'll be able to go in that.
Yeah. I mean, like I say, I'll never sell it, but yeah, that's my plan at this stage anyway. A couple of seasons, I'll be definitely getting long on the tooth by then, and then we just have some good fun, for a couple of years.
Yeah, why not?
Have
Hey,
you,
Channy.
what's this thing? You may need
What you got there?
Turn my volume up. It must be me. Every time I don't get too close to the mic and talk. So you involved again in the management side of the Busters this season?
Yep, 100%. I'm the manager and coach, and then Thomas is the coach. And we had we put out interest for it about a month ago, and we got a few names in, and we had a meeting just before the weekend before Todd went away. Actually, we wanted to have a meeting before he shot off. So, and we had 12 drivers at that meeting. So, we're definitely pushing the Busters along again. We're going to be doing all 4 meetings: Huntly, Palmy, Wainui, and Auckland.
Oh wow!
We're not going to get too involved in doing one nighters or anything. We just think those 4 main meetings will be enough for us. So once the boys get settled in, and probably after opening night, or possibly before opening, not sure, we'll have another catch up. But we've basically told those 12 drivers. They've got 2 or 3 meetings before the weekend before the Huntly teams, and we'll be picking our team.
Mm.
Yeah.
And everybody at this stage, we've got nobody secured. We've just told those 12 guys they need to prove to us that they want to be in that 6 for Huntly. So we'll see what happens opening night.
Makes it a lot better, doesn't it, when you've got a good contingent wanting to teams race, though? Makes it your life a bit easier.
Yeah, so we've got our same 7 that we've always had, and then we've had 5 more come along, and some of those guys are just putting their name forward and want to be a part of it and be involved. Some of them obviously 100% want to be in there. I think they all want to be in there, but there's some that being realistic and got to sort of in their spot. So it's good. So the buses will be good. We got to go up that extra step this year, hopefully.
Mm.
Do you look at that too, having those extra numbers like that, like the increase in car numbers turning up for Bay Park, in the big picture of going to championship meetings together? That must work, and you guys must make you feel more confident too, knowing that as well, because there's no shit cars anymore, is there, in Speedway? I don't reckon there are in super stocks, but everyone's capable of winning a New Zealand title as far as I'm concerned nowadays. That must feel good for your confidence and other drivers' confidence, knowing that you've got a decent club behind you when you go and travel to different championship meetings.
Yeah, well, I think just offhand, I think we're close to 20 cars at Bay Park now.
Wow.
We've always had about 11, 12 cars or something, but obviously we've got Lala's, the whole Ashton racing team have come over, so there's 4 there. We've got Wayne and Thomas and Dan Pollock, they've come over, so it's 8, and then we've got Nick Monk and a few other guys all sort of come in. And like you say, if all of those cars, all the cars that we've got coming are all hot rods, they're all good drivers. So and we actually obviously didn't talk to the guys that weren't at the Busters meeting, but at the 12 cars that were at the Busters meeting, we talked about how we need to travel around and look after each other and race as a club and communicate with each other for where we're going to race and just turn up as a group, and try and get back to that old Bay Park club thing. And and it's good machinery, so surely that's got to roll on to some success for some of us, or one of us, surely.
Yeah, I'm a big. That's me. I'm all about that. It's all about the club, not your mate that works in a different races for another track. I'm all about
Yeah.
that club loyalty and travelling together and making it happen. I mean, when you look at that, you can see the success. I mean, you look at Palmy was like that for a decade, and they dominated everywhere. And now Gizzy are like that. They all stick together as track to track, and it helps them when it comes down to the final hurdle at the end of a championship. And I think I can see that with Hawke's Bay, with the bond, with the Bay Parksway, especially the bond you guys showed last year at teams, that bond and that fun moving over to this season. I think that the Bay Park cars will be certainly a force to be battled with. Absolutely.
Yeah, when you take a look at the success, as an individual, Todd Hemingway picking up the 1NZ, got the M up there since decades ago. And then, like you said, Books, where they came in the finals at the teams champs, can only grow when you got 20 super stocks at the track now signed up with the track. There was a bit up and down not that long ago with council and blah, blah, blah. So it's good to see a stronghold of super stocks running out representing the M. So, yeah, they're in a good space. How are you going there, Craig Chatfield or Chatty? Michael Shemanont, 2 years, Ross. Maybe another 5 years could be easy. Aiden Tid. Kerry, your good mate Kerry's in there watching. How you going, Kerry? Practice Saturday, horse. You got practice or something?
Oh, no, I haven't. No. Who's that?
Kerry, yeah.
No, I think they might be having a run somewhere. I'll probably won't this weekend, but I'll catch up with those boys and come up with a plan for doing a practice for sure. I think Kerry should be working. He's supposed to be down at Reese's there putting some cars together. He must be having smoko, is he?
If he's at the Rees, he's probably having a roadie knowing that bloody Peter Rees. I'll tell you. Hey? Oh. So how long before we see some pictures of the car, mate? Now it's all done and it's all put together and
yeah, I'll put something up soon. It's a pretty big deal for me to sort of put that car out there. So we'll sort something out probably over the weekend or something like that. It's come up pretty good. I've done a shitload of work on it. Not that I really needed it. I just sort of tidied it all up and changed a few little things, and it's come up real gross. So yeah, I'll put some photos up. I'll flick you some photos, Booker.
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
So you'll get him excited again, horse.
Yeah,
holy shit!
Every now and again, he goes, "Don't show anyone." Like, oh, shit, man. But now made me forget what I was going to say there. Now I had a good question, did I? No, it's gone. Gone.
I tell you, if you said to me a year ago that I'd be racing one of Pete Rees's cars with a Hartley VK56 in it, I would have just laughed at you. But it's a bit of a pinching moment, to be honest. But yeah, it's how it's worked out, and a lot of people helped me do it. So yeah, we're really looking forward to it. Eh?
Yeah.
So I remember what I was going to ask now. Did you have to make much adjustments in the off season to just make yourself fit that perfect little slot in there, or was it all pretty good when you first hopped in?
No, well, that's the other thing about this car. I mean, it was like it was built for me, and that's what people were saying to me, even Wayne, and it was like the car was built for me. So it was just a perfect fit. All I done is I just moved the steering wheel over a little bit.
Yeah.
Apart from that, everything else is it's just perfect. We had a wooden block taped to the clutch when I was driving it last year. Couldn't quite push the clutch in, and so I've just modified that. But apart from that, it was just like I'd ordered it myself. So it was just meant to be, mate.
Yeah. And you have to admit that if you're at the track and you have a problem, old Asher and Peter always happy to help you, aren't they? When it comes to as being a customer of theirs now with one of their cars, they certainly give that after sales service, don't they?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I haven't been there yet, but I'm sure I already get on all right with those guys anyway. So yeah, I'm pretty independent. I try to make sure I've got everything I need myself. So I don't have to go and lean on somebody else. But yeah, I mean, obviously, yeah, I've had a couple of chats with Pete about other stuff and gear sets and wheel sizes and stuff. So he's pretty forthcoming on Pete. So I mean, obviously, he wants to see his cars going good. So. Yeah, I'm pretty happy to be in that Reese camp. Hopefully they're happy to have me here and they don't smoke me.
I mean, like for me, it's like when you jumped in that for the first time, what was your first notice that to the tank? Was it the power, or what was the one biggest thing you noticed straight off the bat when you hopped in it out of the tank? Because I mean, you've been in a tank for, oh God, I've got it on my phone now. See, I done my, see, so,
Yeah.
so,
I think
all your
was,
tanks.
it wasn't the first time. Like I raced that one that Frankie raced a couple of years ago at the Huntley at the New Zealand's. I raced that one, and but that was kind of, we were a little bit underprepared that time. It was a fast car, and we went to that practice and it was on. But then on the racing nights, we just had maintenance problems, and then when I jumped in Wayne's, I went and done the first meeting at Bay Park. I think it was can't remember, it was a rumble or something like that, and I was actually leading the points going to the final, and I ended up coming third overall. When it was like the first race I went out, I came in, I was just like, holy fuck, these things, and my crew would back it up. I was just blown away by the just the horsepower and the way they drive, and you push the throttle and it actually moves. It doesn't sit there and wheel spin, and they're a wicked machine. And then I was just blown away, to be honest. It was just, compared to my I was kind of without sort of making my look like shit. I was kind of like, what have I been doing for the last 5 years, sort of thing. But obviously not a deal everybody can get into, So it's and that's why, I mean, there's a few around now, but there's not a lot of those Rees 56 deals around. So yeah, I mean, you can just see why Pete and Asher and Ethan and Josh and all those guys are all so dominant. They're just a weapon, those things, eh?
I could see, like I've said to Kins a couple of times, I think last season I said to him, I think this will probably be Horse's last season coming up close soon, because we even noticed it, didn't we, Kins? He didn't look like he was enjoying himself as much as he did previously. And I could see you talking tonight, mate. You've certainly revitalised and keen to go for another season or two, and that's freaking awesome. Good on you. Because how many seasons does that make now for you?
Yeah, like you say, I was keeping it under my head a bit, but I had it in my mind that I was kind of done. I was sort of just like, wasn't really enjoying it, and but yeah, I started back at Bay Park, the old Bay Park, and street stops. I've had a few here and there, but I've probably done 28 seasons or something. Been around a while, man.
It's been fun times, like you say, Books, but I remember when he caught up with Ross at Huntley there, and just the G-force on the car when he came out onto the track at Huntley. And then when we caught up in the pits at the end, and Adele wasn't pissed, actually. She said, she said to me, he should just buy the bloody thing, I reckon. I said, yeah, I reckon too. What do you reckon? And she wasn't pissed, so she was sober as. And at that time, I think poor Kerry was trying to sell out his car, but some other idiot decided to put him in the wall. But that's another story. Not surprised to see that he's got this new rocket ship and he's back revitalised. Looking forward to another season. Moana, Mike Miller, any chance you reckon a possibility maybe a Bay Park B team could come up with the amount of cars? Could there be a possibility if Huntley decides to call on maybe another team to make up the teams? Would that happen? What do you reckon?
Personally, myself, while I'm around, we'll be just having one team, because I've seen other clubs do the 2-team thing, and it's just it just gets messy and it creates friction. And this is only my opinion, but at the moment I'm in the charge of the buses, so my opinion does matter. But I just think that I won't be pushing a 2-team deal out of Bay Park, because it's just not. I just think it creates friction and creates. And I mean, we'll talk to our boys about whether they want to go and support other clubs. I have had a bit of a chat with Waikato, but so for me, we're not going to name our team till a week out from our events. So those guys won't know for a week until the last week whether they're in our team or not. So they're not going to be able to plan a lot. So yeah, I know the boys all want to be teams racing, but and they all want to race for the Busters. I don't think there's many of our guys that are actually quite keen to go and race anywhere else. We've talked as a team about all the guys that don't get in that it won't be racing, to be part of it on the night in the pits. And we want to involve all 12 drivers at all 4 of the meetings, including Palmy, and we just preferably I would like our guys that miss out just to be supporting the Busters rather than going off and racing for other teams. But they're their cars and their lives. I can't stop them, but that's just our opinion, and we have discussed it. So we'll just have to see what happens. But yeah.
All right. Trent James, how you going, Trent? Kerry's having liquid smoko, by the way. There you go.
It's probably still lunch. It's probably still lunch going on, I'd say.
You got no merch, or you got to decide on nothing. You're just going to carry on racing the cars it is. Don't need to create any new merch. Of course, you're not doing like that. Nah.
I'm looking at it down now.
You just tell me I've got my size. Don't forget me this time.
It'd be quite nice. We have contemplating doing some merch, getting Cameron to design something up with this Rees chassis on our shirt. So it's not. We're definitely not haven't sorted anything yet, but I wouldn't count it. We are pretty keen to do something, so we probably will, to be honest. But
he does nice work, Cameron, doesn't he?
Yeah, and to be honest, like Cameron's a big supporter of mine. I always try and pay that fella for shit that he does for me, but I just can't. He just won't take anything off me, and he just does stuff for me. Like I can ask him to do stuff. 2 days later, I've got it. So I don't. Oh yeah, Cameron's been.
For that don't know who that is 180 Photography, isn't it? Is that what we're talking about?
Yep. Yeah, and he looks after our Busters too, and does all our Busters merch. And yeah, I mean, like I know there's other people around doing it, but he's been so good to us, and I think Cameron's one of those guys that he just gets a buzz out of seeing his work out there. He's like, I mean, obviously he wants to get paid too, but yeah, I think he's been good to me, and he's been good to the Busters. So yeah, I'm a supporter of his for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
I like his work. I've been admiring his work for a while now, actually.
Yeah.
I think that's about a wrap for tonight. It's just clicked over 8:30, and have you had dinner yet? You haven't had dinner yet, have you?
Yeah, I stopped and bought a roast in Morrinsville. Best roast around, Reno. You've got to go there. The roast shop in Morrinsville, man.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Because you always call into the bloody bakehouse here and get you a coffee. I know that.
Yeah. We're coffee freaks, but yeah. So like I said, I got over to Hamilton to pick the car up, so we stopped at Morrinsville and got a couple of roasts. We're running a bit late, but no, it was good.
Oh, good. Nothing else you want to say before we send you off on your own merry way? Nothing else?
I just want to sort of say to like we've got some real good super stock meetings coming up at Bay Park this year. So we've been building the old Bay Park thing, and we've been dealing with Melissa and Marco, and Donna Allen's back on board, and we've got some real good meetings coming up at Bay Park. So when you hear these super stock meetings at Bay Park, get along, because and we've got some good cars, and we've got visitors coming now, and yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be a good season for us at Bay Park. So get along and support it. We've got obviously they've done that campaign during the winter and managed to get their way, and yeah, so now it's just moving forward with the promotion and let's get Bay Park going again. Yeah, so cool club, cool track, and yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Backside, trackside, and support your clubs, man. That's the key to it all.
Yeah.
All right.
For sure.
See this. That's us for the night, and cheers for coming to join us after racing back from Hamilton and enjoying your roast meal and sharing a bit of chat on the bloody car. But we'll catch up soon. I'll pop over to Waihi. We'll catch up, bro.
Yeah, good to be back, man. I haven't been here for a while, so keep up what you're doing, man. I've been watching this. I'll watch you from the couch, mate. You boys are going good, and I haven't seen you with your prize, so congrats on your Speedway Award. And
I got Kins hasn't even got. His is on display, I think, in his main lounge.
It's in the lounge, yeah.
So
It's in the lounge.
All the time with it.
Yeah.
We'll see you somewhere.
Yeah,
all right, bro.
100%.
Cheers,
Okay.
Sauce.
Thanks.
Thank
Sauce.
you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Adele, for sorting it all out too, by the way. So got that all sorted.
Yes.
Where is she? Oh, she's sitting in the lounge. There she is. Hey, Adele. Look, giving me the finger. Look, there she is. All right. Oh, fun show tonight. We'll do more fun next Wednesday as well. Thanks for watching. Thomas Slater's just jumped in there, Cody Lockett, and a few others as well. Look, we appreciate your comments, and good luck to the folks down there in Nelson. They got a bit of an event happening down there this coming weekend. I know there's a fair few working bees going on. A lot of people have seen the update on, obviously, what's happening up there in Auckland. Caught it with Wade Jennings the other day. More updates in a couple of weeks. There's going to be a lot more going on there. And I remember him talking about us coming out and do a bit of a walk around on that track. But
he hasn't got hold of us though, has he? But I tell you, Watkins, I noticed tonight is there's a different. It's like he's got a bit of a jump to his step at the moment as our horse. You know, like I did notice last year in bits of it, he looked a bit blasé about things. You know, he didn't show that excitement that he normally had. And you can really see he's chomping at the bit to go on this new car, eh? So I'm excited for him, and yeah, excited for the season to start, mate.
Hard
I'm
out,
excited
say.
for Waharoa and all the great things happening over there as well this season. So yeah, everything's just starting to come together in it now. We're starting to get to that point. The excitement's starting to really, the sleepless nights waiting, and yeah, I'm off to Palmy tomorrow. So for my son's turning 21, so I'll be off tomorrow. Me and him will be off to dinner with Grandma, and yeah,
Awesome.
It's exciting. Yeah, 21, mate. Can you believe it, eh? All those that
I know,
me,
I know.
Jesus, he's 21.
Yeah, I know. Time flies by so fast. Cheers, Chatty. Good to catch up. Aaron Moore, good to see you, mate. To everyone else out there, enjoy the rest of your week. I know there's some wet weather up and down the country coming up this weekend, but otherwise be safe out there, counting down to your Speedway fix for a lot of you out there as well. Thanks again. Thanks to Vasey Engineering and Supplies, also Technical Welding Services, for the ongoing generosity and support as well. Take care out there, everyone. We'll catch you back next Wednesday. 7:30, yeah? Bye-bye.
Cheers. Holy snapping duck shit.
My good mate from Bump and Run Book could join us.
I'm excited for another great show tonight. Give it the hoot, Natty.